We got a real treat for you folks. You know the Academy Award nominated Moneyball. Elaine Allen of Babson College, Wesleyan in Boston, has really dived into this. I'm talking about P ratios, regressions, analysis, logistics, and all this other fancy stuff. Let me cut to the chase, Elaine, to start. Did Michael Lewis get it right on what Billy Beane did with the Oakland A's?
I think he did. And the problem was that as the movie ended, we had the Oakland A's going into the playoffs, and they've always been the bridesmaid, never the bride. I think that Billy Beane needed to go a little further.
Within a Gaussian bell curve, a probability distribution, can these quantitative and logistic methods get baseball or a business better down the bell curve, but you just can't get out where you can win? Is that your basic fair or foul theory?
Actually, no. That is the beginning of the fair or foul theory, but I think what they did was they didn't continue to innovate. I think they started with a great point. OBP is a great statistic. It doesn't just measure offense. It measures really plate discipline and maturity. And then after that was successful, everyone wanted to do that. So what they needed to do next was find another inefficiency in the system.
This is
every entrepreneur knows.
Yeah,
you got to innovate.
Professor, this is a critical point of business in baseball. Look at this quote from Elaine Allen at Babson. Some universal lessons from Moneyball apply not only to business and hiring, but also general project strategies. It is important to know your competitors can and will use your methods against you. Elaine, John Templeton was adamant about this point that if you got an investment strategy that worked, everybody piled on it and some went further. What has baseball done since Billy Beane, played by Brad Pitt? What have they done since then to take Moneyball further?
Well, the first thing they did was the Red Sox hiring Bill James and trying some really new things. The great thing about Billy Beane is he found something that no one had done before. But that's hard to do now. I would say where they're moving now in baseball is training. I think they're looking at how people train, why people train. Look, we have baseball players better trained than ever before, and we have more people on the DL.
Let's bring it over to your work at Babson, a well-regarded business program there. What is Babson doing to train the MBA types better? What is the new training that we need to see within business management?
What you need to see is that, well, we train entrepreneurs, and being an entrepreneur in business, we tell them that, number one, innovate. Number two, don't neglect the standard techniques. You have to know what your competition is doing. And number three, maybe you don't need a business plan anymore. You just need to how to think and act.
That's a very interesting idea. Let's look at another quote on business plans or not business plans. Moneyball made the A's successful and a contender, but this top-ranked team couldn't overcome traditionally stacked teams like the Boston Red Sox, who could sign high-salary players more proficient in pitching and defense. I'm shocked, Elaine. Your research says money matters.
Oh, yeah. I think our estimate from our model was that you needed another $11 million to spend to get into the playoffs.